Bobby Williams. My battle for Mogadishu. Bobby, tell us about yourself, who you are.
Oh, don't do that.
Yeah, Bobby, Specialist Bobby Williams. No, Corporal Bobby Williams.
Oh yeah, I did get promoted.
Desert Storm. Somalia. He's looking to kick the feet up. Uh-oh. When did we first meet?
Oh yeah, August of 1995. Yeah, 93. August of 93. Deploying, getting ready to deploy to Somalia. 2 days before we left.
Who?
Schellenberger
Yeah.
says, "Do you know how to operate an M2?" And I said, "Yeah, don't you?" And he goes, "Well, no, that's why I'm asking you." I said, "Well, it sucks to be you." That's how we set Schellenberger.
The Four Horsemen became somewhat legendary for
Not listening.
E4 type exploits downrange.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
So you and Harv and Vino were in a hooch on one side of this battered up building filled with bullet holes and crap, and then there was me and Mims and Pilcher. And I remember Pilcher had just showed up from 160th, and he came over as a quartermaster guy, and then ironically later enough he would be 101st Airborne Division Soldier of the Year. I'm not shocked at all. I don't know. Lugo might have done it too. Jamie Lugo is pretty squared away. I saw him later on at Fort Bragg too. He was in the same brigade as me. I was running around looking for 18-inch chem lights because I was the Steiner aide at the assembly point when we jumped, and which means I'm not carrying a weapon, which is awesome because I'm not cleaning squat, right? So I go over down to his battalion and they're like, "Yeah, go back and see the supply sergeant." And sure as hell, there stands Jamie Lugo. And I was like, no way, bro. That was pretty awesome. So, presumably the king of the E4 Mafia downrange, what do you remember about getting this new fireman coming at you?
Yeah, I leaned over to Harv and went, "Why's he going? He can't drive shit." I said to Harv.
And my theory was if I could drive a fire truck, I could drive anything.
Yeah.
So I find myself driving a 10K forklift one day, for which I was not licensed to drive, had zero experience on it, but it was 1993. And when the first sergeant says, "Hey, get up there and move that," you do. And then things took a turn.
I remember that too. You was all cockeyed, had it turned all one direction, sitting on two tires up against the Connex, with the fork was stuck under another Connex, picking your ass up off the ground.
Yeah, it was a pretty precarious position to be in.
It was funny though. I thought it was funny.
And what I remember about the rescue effort was Bobby climbing up on a tire on this unstable vehicle and doing like some kind of Hollywood movie switch where he's going to get in the driver's seat while I'm simultaneously getting out of the driver's seat on a cockeyed 10K leaned up against a Connex. Somehow, we did it.
Well, we did a lot of shit. You ever digging a hole for the trash trailer?
Yeah. You remember the piss tube?
Uh-huh.
That had the plywood in front of it, and they're peeing, and people walk by, and you're like, "Hey, how you doing?"
Or pooping. Pooping next to everybody.
The shack with 4 stalls. And yeah, that was a horrible place to be.
McGee, I noticed you had a little blood in your stool. Are you okay?
Staff Sergeant
Well, hello there.
Well, hello there. Shortly thereafter, I found myself apparently passed out in the sand, and somebody ran over a German MRE with a vehicle, and apparently it had gone bad. And I remember the smell and seeing Mike Waller like almost gag, and I'm like, nothing gets to this guy. And he's like, and I'm like, oh. And then it hit me. It just came wafting over. But I woke up with an IV in my arm, in my hooch, and I don't know how you guys even got me upstairs unconscious. That had to be a shit show. But then he's laughing his ass off about this because
banged your head on every fucking wall.
I'm in a second story apartment that we built out of stolen class 4. I mean, reacquired.
Oh no, we use a lot of pallets too. We use a lot of pallets.
In a fire trap, pretty much. But it was awesome. McGee was amazing. He took me out in a 1009 or a 1008.
Yep.
With an N60 mounted on the back of it. And for those of you who don't know, the old 1008s were basically a Green Army pickup truck. And you could lock the hubs on the wheels in the sand. And
it was a Chevrolet K10 Blazer with a 3.7 liter diesel engine, and
it was
only
a
had
beast.
250 foot-pounds of torque on a Chevrolet 400 automatic transmission with a new process 208 transmission.